Alright everybody, so we're here at my mother-in-law's house. My suegra's actually gonna come pick up some decorations that we actually made for my son's party. Ta-da! I've actually made these, took me about maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours or something. My wife was gonna rent some. It was gonna cost like $1,500, you know, for the whole thing. It's gonna have a bunch of hay, the little barn. It's gonna be this shelf unit right here. It's gonna be like $1,500 with a little bouquet of balloons. I made it like in 2 hours for like $200 from Home Depot. Let's go ahead and load it up. We'll have to make 2 trips because I know for sure all this hay is gonna fill up the back of my truck, because when I went to go purchase it, it filled the back of the bed up. Had to go say hi to my baby girl's great grandmother. Ooh, baby. Alright, well, I got all the hay loaded up, los costales de alfalfa. I think it's alfalfa. I don't know if it's just regular hay or what the hell it is, but $7 a costal. Go ahead and take these back to the house, run them back, and I'll come back for those 2 right now shortly. Let's go. I'm here at my house. Just gonna offload these real quick and head back over there to my suegra's, mother-in-law's. Go pick up the other stuff. Let's go. 46 degrees outside. 46 degrees. That's too cold for me, man. I'm cold. And I gotta get some air in these tires, these back tires. Y'all tell me down in the comments below, is it just an old wives' tale where they say like when the air temperature drops outside, a cold front comes in or something like that, that your tires can go flat? I'm just asking because I'm noticing on my truck right now that I need some air in my back tires. But let's go get these things now. We're here. Pues ahora sí, guys, el pedo, the problem's gonna be that I have this screwed in a little bit of a leg right here. So I guess I'll kind of explain what these things are. This right here was, I guess, supposed to be for the candy bags. Well, it was. That's what we used it for. My wife bought some pretty little candy boxes, little treat bags for the kids, and this was able to hold the dimensions off of those. I was able to put 30 of them on here. So that's pretty cool. That can fit 30 candy boxes, candy bags, whatever, like that. And then I made this little barn. You know, I just used some trim, there's some screws. You know, pretty simple. And then over here in this area, we had a little petting zoo and all that type of stuff for him. So, but yeah, they were gonna charge upwards of $1,500 for this right here, this right there, the little candy bags already, and then a little arch of balloons and the hay like y'all seen. Sometimes, guys, you know, you gotta be wise on the way you spend your money. If you got the money and it ain't nothing to you, you know what I mean? You don't want to spend no time. Time is, you know, more valuable than the money is to you. Then by all means, man, pay that $1,500. But for me, you know, I got the 15, but I ain't willing to pay the 15 for that. If something that I know I can build, and you know, honestly, I love building stuff, man. I have fun, and I do a lot of steel work, a lot of welding and stuff like that. So when I get to work on some wood and stuff like this, man, it's fun. Keeps my mind busy. Let's go ahead and load it up. Let's go. Well, guys, I think that's the best it's gonna be right there. I don't want to take off that little foot, so I don't have my drill, and then I don't want to put it too far in. I don't want to be scratching the one on the bottom, so I live like a block away. It ain't gonna be far. Let's go ahead and get it over there so we can go get this oil. All right, guys, so I'm just leaving AutoZone right here. Went ahead and picked up 2 gallons, I believe it was, of this synthetic oil for this truck, and I picked up an oil filter. A oil change. You're gonna need some oil, and you're gonna need an oil filter and a couple tools. So, like I said, for this truck, 2018 Nissan Titan XD Midnight Edition with the 5.0 Cummins. Ahorita, right now, a couple seconds, we'll pop hood and show you what it looks like underneath there. But you'll need these. This is the part number for the oil filter, STP oil filter for 5,000 miles. There you go. There's the number if y'all need it. I went ahead and opted to go ahead and get this one, the SAE synthetic, the 10W30 heavy duty engine diesels. I do have a little bit of this one left over from my old power stroke, just in case these don't suffice and it needs a little bit more. I have that one, but this should be enough. The tools you're gonna need, I believe it has a 14mm socket, so I got one here. I got myself a little wrench as well. Got myself a spud wrench, excuse me, crescent wrench. That way, just in case I got to use the crescent side, and to remove the old oil filter, I can just go ahead and stab it, make sure it's all drained nice and out, and then go ahead and remove it. Some gloves, and then, of course, my little trusty thing here. I love these things. I think anybody should buy them if they're doing at-home oil changes. You know what I mean? It's just in a container to pick up your oil and catch your oil. So, oil catch. So, love these things. Let's go ahead and pop hood right now and check it out so y'all can see what we're working with. Like I said, I'm new to this vehicle right here, only because I just purchased her not too long ago. There it is, the Cummins engine. It's a nice truck so far. I'm really liking the way it's driving, the way it hauls. It's a really nice truck. But let's go ahead and get the oil drained out of this thing already and get this process started. Drop that so we can relieve the back pressure. Go ahead and check the oil just to see what it looks like. We're changing it anyway. Oh yeah, it's in desperate need of changing, guys. Good thing. And I guess it's also just a lesson learned when you go buy a vehicle from a lot. A lot of times they're going to tell you that they're going to change these things for you. They're going to do this and that. And they won't. They told me that they changed this oil for me, and they didn't. I knew I was going to be doing this anyway, so I routinely been checking it. I knew what I was going to be looking at because I just checked it a couple days ago. So I'm not too stressed about it. We're going to maintain this thing constantly and just make sure we don't fall back on these pre-trip plannings, these maintenance schedule things that we need to do. So ain't nothing too big, not a big deal. We're gonna clean this dipstick off, now that we're here. Give it a good cleaning, because next time I put it in, it'll go ahead and have clean oil on it. So I want to make sure it's nice and clean, real nice and pliable. Go ahead and set this here for 1 second. Go ahead and clean off the cap as well. Trying to make sure this thing stays as clean as possible and there's no contaminants. Oh, this hood almost went down on me, god damn it. Oh, that's gonna be a fucking fun thing to do. Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. So, I was just filming right now and this fucking hood decided to scare me. Came down a little bit, couple inches. Look where the cap fell. I don't know if I can get my hand in there. Dumbass. Now my fucking ring fell. Let's get this shit out. I got my ring out. Oh. I think the top I'm just gonna get from over here. It's like I'm able to reach it from somewhere over here. Where the fuck did it go? I just had it right now. God damn. That's why I got scared earlier, because I knew that fucking thing was gonna come down on me. God damn it. Okay. So after much trying to fucking find this thing, look, it fell all the way from the top down to this little fucker. This little pan right there. Go ahead and get her out. See if I can reach it there. Oh. Got it. There goes that hood again. Damn. One thing's for sure, man. I gotta get a new, those little fucking brackets or whatever you want to call them. Shocks for this fucking hood. Thing won't quit falling down on me. That shit's scary as a motherfucker. Look. Got our container here. Let's go ahead and drain this oil now. Now when I was under there, I was looking, there's a big old splash guard. So it's kind of a good thing that that little cap fell, because I was able to realize that. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and remove the drain plug and let this thing start draining the oil pan out, and then I'll get the size on that little splash guard and I'll pull all those bolts out as well. That way we can at least reveal where the oil filter's at. Let's go. Okay, so we're underneath the vehicle right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to show you guys. I found the oil filter and I've located the drain plug. So, okay, so if you look right there, that white thing right there is the oil filter. And like I said, there's this whole splash guard in front of me. I'll work on that next. We'll come over here. I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is not it. Do not remove that. That's the upper differential. Don't want to leak that out. Well, we're going to go over here, look up inside of there, and you'll see here is the engine, and that's where the actual drain pan is at, and that's the plug right there. Please do not remove this one. Don't do that. You might want to, because you see it's so closely located to this. You have to really look at it. That's the differential right there. The actual motor's over here. All right, so let's go ahead and hook that up, see if we can drain her. Okay, so I'm gonna get my container situated, and I'll get that splash guard off right now while it's draining out. I knew that was gonna happen. This thing is on there. Okay, so got her off, fellas. There you go. Got it off. Now we're going to go ahead and clean this one out. Clean our hands up. Alright, so got my hands cleaned off. Go ahead and grab this. Clean her off real good. I'll put it on the back of my trailer, my little 20-foot trailer back there. And let's start taking off this guard up there in front so we can change the oil filter. Alright. And that's how I got her cleaned up. Drain plug, oil plug, whatever you want to call it. Gonna go ahead and put it right here for right now. Now I don't know the exact size for that little guard, that little splash guard, so I got a 12 and a 10 here. Let's see which one fits. Alright, we're gonna come under here, guys. I presume it's gonna be the 12. I don't think it's gonna be a 10. It looks kind of big. It'll be a 10. Yep. 12. 12 millimeter for that little splash guard, rain guard, whatever you want to call it, mud guard. There's a couple back here and a couple over here as well. Oh, they're up here, right there. Take all these off, and then that'll give us some way to get up into here where we can actually get to that white thing right there, which is the oil filter. So there's only 3 over here on the back side. So far they've been super easy to take off. Well, this one's being a fucking bitch.
Spoke literally too goddamn soon, guys. Got it out, man. So those 3 are out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull all of these off right here. Some people call it like a bull lip out here in South Texas. Some people call them like the race car, like diffusers or whatever. If you know the actual name about this, I don't know if it's under splash guard or what. Now, another thing. These are 10 millimeters up here. The one I was just talking about, little bull lip diffuser thing, whatever. I was holding up the splash guard. That's a 10 millimeter. So this one will be a 10 millimeter. The splash guard underneath will be a 12. And the actual drain plug will be a 13. Alright, so they have a hidden one inside of here. See if I can show you right quick. Those are going to be 13s. You have another one right there. I think it's going to be 13. Yep, 13. Just in case, that's what I keep looking at. That's my Chalino right there. What's up, Chalino? Chalinito. Just in case y'all keep seeing me look over there. That's what I keep looking at. 2 more that I didn't see. Right up inside of there. Should be another one right over here. Yeah. Can you see it? Yep, right there. Yeah, these are gonna be a different size. I think these are gonna be 12s. They just change them all over the place. Yeah, they're 12s. So it's probably just good for you to keep a 10 millimeter, a 12 millimeter, and a 13 millimeter on you while you're doing this. And of course, if you have some tools, battery operated tools, grab those because there's plenty of ratcheting. You see that other one right there? I don't know if you can make that out very well on the camera. Probably not. But there's a bolt right there. You can see the threaded side from on top. Where's it at? Right there. I would definitely have to take off this little front lip, that bull lip, whatever I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. That'll give me enough space. That's already been drained for a long time, so I'll go ahead and jump in there and pull this oil filter off. I gotta locate this fucking over here. This motherfucker. That motherfucker's what I gotta get out now. So I got a spud wrench, and I also got a desarmador. I also have a screwdriver. I'm just gonna try and puncture it. I don't know what else to do. Really can't get my little wrench in there. My oil filter wrench is not really a good position for it. I think I might just use the old school. Pop a hole in it. Just hope for the best. Hope this doesn't turn into like a fucking 2-day job. I've seen where it just tears apart the whole filter and leaves the ring on top. If that starts happening, then I'll just stop. Let's check it out. This is what I'm going to use. If y'all have some fancy tools, congratulations. I'm going to use these. There it is. A couple holes in it, but I got it out. Let's go get the new one. Alright, just like I showed y'all earlier. Go ahead and see if I have a marker so I can write today's date on this. Now, this is something that my dad taught me. You know, we usually do it on like the welding machines and stuff like that on the field as well. But he always taught me just to write the date, you know, and go ahead and record the mileage. So right now I have, let me see what we got in here. We got 157,836. I'm gonna go ahead and write that on here and write today's date. That way I can kind of know next time, you know, keeping track of myself. All right, everybody, just as simple as that. Writing the miles on it a couple times just in case, you know, you catch it on an off rotation. Now, some people say you have to refill these up, and some people say to put them in there dry. You know, I'm going to do it a little bit. Just going to put some in there, go ahead and soak it up a little bit. This one I am going to use the Motorcraft one just because I want to make sure the other 2 gallons get used for the actual motor itself. It won't hurt nothing. Little gotitas. And we're going to just kind of rotate it and let it get all up in that filter real nice. I ain't worried about a mess, guys. If you're worried about getting dirty, go do something else. Alright, to me that looks pretty good. And me, I don't like to go too tight on it because it's going to build up pressure. I got to go hand tight. Alright. If you're going to be doing this little hand tight method like I just did, I'm going to advise you one thing. Once you do replace the oil, start the car, the vehicle, truck, whatever. Let it run for a little while. And go ahead and pop yourself underneath there and make sure there's no excess oil coming out from that seal. Make sure I made a proper seal. It's nice and tight. And at that pressure, held it together, and you're all good to go. I will go ahead and pop the hood again. I'm going to put something inside of it so it doesn't fucking hit me in the head. And then we'll go ahead and drop the new oil in, guys. Alright, so I got the hood open. I put this there. It's just for good measure. Try to lock it down a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and pull the dipstick now. Like I said earlier, I want to make sure it's nice and clean. I'm going to clean it off again. I'm going to go ahead and get the cap off, clean that one more time, and then I'll start backfilling this oil inside of there. Okay, I got the dipstick out, got the cap off, cleaned them again. See, they're off of there, nice and clean. Go ahead and grab my funnel. Got a nice clean funnel. My funnel's clean. Make our life a whole lot easier. Right now we're pouring this oil inside here. Alright, that's 1 gallon down. Per the manufacturer, it says that this truck takes 10 quarts. So I might end up having to use that Motorcraft one. I ended up using both of those and some of this one right here, the Motorcraft. I got about 8.5 or 9 quarts of oil in this truck right now. I'm actually going to wait till I put the next quart and a half in till I get this truck leveled out. That way I can get a nice reading off of the dipstick. But right now, if you guys like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Leave your comment down below. Let me know if I did anything wrong or what you guys think about this type of things. You know, I'm going to try to keep on doing the mechanical type of stuff, being with either this truck right here or my burnout car or the 1972 C10. As much as I can. We're not actually doing a steel erection, so we'll either be doing mechanical work or having some fun drives and stuff like that whenever we do have some time. So go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button, share with your videos with anybody that you know might like this type of things. Other than that, yeah, and y'all stay blessed. I'm gonna call this one a day. Got a couple more screws to put back in, but it's getting kind of chilly out here, so I'm gonna do that as fast as I can and go inside. Yeah, y'all stay blessed, stay hard. See you on the next one. Bye.